very entertaining, action-packed, emotional. It had a lot of everything that you would want in a movie. You have your antagonist, your protagonist. There was, it was a good movie.
Reviews, reaction, satisfaction.
Vanakkam. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for joining me for part 2 of my review of the movie Master. Now, this movie Master, you guys in part 1, if you missed it, I talked about all the actors, I talked about all this, stuff like that, all the different credits, who I thought had the best acting roles, who did the best. So if you want to see that and you want to see my thoughts on, Thalapathy Vijay, you want to see my thoughts on Vijay Satipathy, Andrea Jeremiah, Arjun Das, all those people, go back to part 1, go watch all of that. You're going to hear everything that I have to say about them. Okay, that's in part 1. So don't watch this part, don't watch part 2 unless you've seen part 1. You got to go watch part 1. Okay, then you come to part 2, and then here is where you're going to get me, and we're going to be discussing some of the scenes from this movie. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to actually give you a rating of this movie.
Hey, I'm happy to entertain you.
0 out of 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best. What did I rate it? Did I rate it a 10? Did I give it a 9? Did I get 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2? I'll tell you at the end, but you got to stick all the way to the end of this video, okay? So, let's talk about some of these movie scenes, some of the direction, some of the production of this movie, and things that I really, really thought were outstanding. Okay? Some of the outstanding things were definitely the music in this movie. The music in this movie was so much fun. Anirudh, fantastic job. I've said this in some of the reviews of your music, Vati Coming, Vati Raid, Master the Blaster, Kuti Story, all these different songs that come from this movie. All were fun and exceptional in their own ways. So Anirudh, first credit goes to you for wonderful musical score. And if you listen to the musical score throughout the movie as well, not just the big hit songs, but if you guys listen to the music in the background, I love how he was able to take certain songs and make it more emotional. It was weird. It was like something you didn't even really notice unless you're paying attention to it. But I noticed it all through the movie. You got a little bit of Atirid in there, you get a little Kuti Story in there, you get a little Master Blaster in there, all throughout the entire movie. So if you listen to the background music, you're going to hear a lot of that. So Anirudh, thumbs up for sure. All right. Other things that I thought were standout and exceptional in this movie. Young Bhavani, and the Bhavani character itself. Young Bhavani and Vijay Satipathy as the older Bhavani. That character, to me, I don't want to say stole the show from JD and Vijay, or Thalapathy Vijay, because obviously Thalapathy's character, JD, was the number one role. It was just, he did a great job. It was a great movie. He did exceptional. But Bhavani's character, to me, it was dark, evil, but there was a reason he became dark and evil. It was like this. I almost felt bad for him in a way. You watch his character and his development throughout his life when he was younger, and then the reason he became the way he was, and then as he gets older, and then all the way to the end. I couldn't help but feel bad for him. I couldn't help but think he could have been a different person. He could have been a better person. And with his passion, with his Bhavani could have been an amazing man, I thought, and the character itself was just an exceptional character. Lokesh Kanagaraj for creating this character, excellent. I think it was one of the best characters of this movie. I really, really enjoyed the development of his character and the development and all that. So Bhavani, exceptional character in this movie. So Lokesh Kanagaraj, I loved it. Loved. The other thing that I thought was really, really exceptional in this movie, I thought was fantastic, was the integration of these kids. The ability to, as a director or as a producer, to be able to bring in children actors and make it feel so real and make it feel so authentic, I think is very hard to do. Kid actors, obviously, they don't have the same experience as, somebody who's been doing it for 25 years. To be able to find the right kid actors, the right children actors to come in here into this movie and play the roles that they did were just exceptional. Puvayar, his character, and I talked about it in part 1 if you want to hear more about Puvayar. it was just like a standout character to me, and I thought it was really cool that they were able to bring that together. I really appreciated that. That was a lot of fun. Made the movie um, more real, if that makes sense. It was more real. It was good. I really enjoyed that. I thought the storyline development was good. Okay, I watched Begil, and Begil to me was a little rough. It was a little kind of choppy, and I kind of had a. It wasn't that I had a hard time following the storyline. I just felt like they were trying to do much in Begil. This storyline, this development of the story, and the pace of the movie, while a little slow, the pace was a little slow. I liked the storyline better. I thought the storyline was good. I liked the way you got little pieces of information as you're going throughout the movie to keep you interested. Because in a movie, if you don't keep moving at a certain pace, or you can't keep the audience interested, they're gonna turn away, or they're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna get bored, you know. And this is a long movie. This isn't a short movie. This is almost a 3-hour movie, and to be able to keep somebody's attention for 3 hours, it's impressive. It's impressive to be able to do that. And while I thought there could be some things that maybe they cut a little bit shorter, they didn't need to be as long. Maybe this movie could have been 2.5 hours. Uh, Whatever. I just liked how it developed. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Of course, I was super excited to watch this movie anyway. But I did like the way the story developed and everything like that, and how we get to the end, how we get to that climax scene and all that stuff. I liked it. I liked it. I liked the development of the characters. I liked the development of JD, Talapati and his character. I liked the development of Bhavani, and really you see those two characters kind of go, and then they end up at the end meeting together and literally doing this. Last thing I wanted to touch on before I give you my rating was I enjoyed how he could have just went and beat everybody up at the end, but it was more of teaching a life lesson. And you know me, I'm a positive guy, positive vibes, right? And so, like, I like that there was a positive lesson in here that he could teach these kids, as he teach these young adults how life really is, and that you can be better than you are, better than you think you can be sometimes. So I did like how there was a positive twist. Now we're on to my rating of this movie, because I know many of you, this is all you want to see. You just want to know what I rank this movie, right? So before we do that, look at IMDb. IMDb score is a 7.3 out of 10. Okay, an IMDb score comes from people like you and me. We go there and we rate the movie. 91% of Google users liked it, so that's where you are right now. Okay, is it a 7.3 out of 10? I don't think so. I think it's higher than that. I do, because of all the things we've talked about in these last reviews. Now, if you would have asked me right after I watched it, I would have been like, dude, this is like a 9.9 out of 10. Like, this is crazy. This is the best movie ever. And the only reason I would have been like that was because I was so excited to watch it. Just like you guys, I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally it was here, and it was just, I get all excited and stuff like that. So, but I wanted to do this review once I calmed down my emotions, and I started to really think about the movie, the acting, the directing, the music, and everything else like that, all together wrapped into one. Okay, because I think that's how you're going to rate a movie. I'm not going to rate it off of Talapati's character or his acting skills or first whatever. Like, the overall movie, the direction, the production, the music, the acting, everything all wrapped up into one. I think I can give Master. Oh boy, I'm gonna go.
I'm waiting.
I'm gonna give it an 8.7 out of 10. I'm gonna give it an 8.7 out of 10. And it could be higher than that, but I think I'm going to stick with an 8.7 out of 10. Oh, the only reason I'm not giving it 9 or higher is I do feel, I felt like the movie maybe I don't know, I felt like it ran on a little too long, maybe. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'll go higher. I'm going to give it an 8.9. I'm changing it. 8.9 out of 10. 8.9 out of 10.
Excuse me.
And the reason I'm giving it that, okay, is because I think when you take this whole movie as a whole, with all the things we just talked about, the production, the acting, the music, the development of the stories, the characters, all of these things, it was a good movie. It was a very, very good movie. Very entertaining, action-packed, emotional. It had a lot of everything that you would want in a movie. You have your antagonist, your protagonist. There was, it was a good movie. It was a very good movie. So we're going 8.9 out of 10, everybody. I mean, there you go. That's my score. Hope you guys liked it. If you feel that I got it wrong, you can leave a comment down below, but I don't think I got it wrong. I'm always right. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. Leave your comments down below. I want to know what you guys rated this movie out of 10, 10 being the best, 0 being the worst. What did you rate it? Leave it down in the comments now. I hope you enjoyed this review, and that's going to wrap it up, guys. On until Talapati 65, right? Where I'm going to be playing a villain in that movie. Probably not. That's not going to happen. I tried sending a message to VJ, and I don't think they're going to put me in the movie, guys. I think we're going to have to wait for Talapati 66 or something like that. So anyway, all right, guys, that's going to wrap up this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.